Monticello Bank celebrating over 125 years with 19 locations in 11 counties. First for Franklin-Simpson, starting at forward, it's Connor Vincent. He's a 6'4 junior, averaging 6 points and 6 rebounds. O.J. Gamble at forward, a 5'10 sophomore, averaging 3 points and 1 rebound. The guards are Gabe Jones, a 5'10 junior, averaging 12 points and 2 rebounds. Sam Mylor, a 5'10 junior, averaging 2 points and 1 rebound. And Ishmael Holcomb, a 5'9 sophomore, averaging 2 points and 1 rebound. Wildcats are 16-7 on the year. Their head coach is Dee Spencer. For the Scotties, starting at forward, John Carter Myers, a 6'2 senior, averaging 4 points and a team-high 6 rebounds. 4 guards in the starting lineup tonight. Things look a little different on senior night here. Jagger Jones will start at guard, a 5'11 senior, averaging 1 point and 1 rebound. Andrew Phillips also starts at guard, a 5'9 senior, averaging 2 points and 1 rebound. Ashton Serwinski at guard, a 5'11 senior, averaging 11 points and 5 rebounds. And Sam Bowling at guard, a 6'2 senior, averaging a team-high 16 points and 4 rebounds a game. The Scotties are 12-12 on the year. Their head coach is James Willick. Assistant coaches Trey Tinsley, Cedric Vaughn, and Thomas Kingery. Your officials, the same as we had in the girls' contest. They are Chris Sweeney, Chris McGuire, and Damian Wheeler. And again, those starting lineups brought to you by Monticello Bank, where they are celebrating over 125 years with 19 locations in 11 counties. Of course, normally on senior night, you start 5 seniors. Well, Glasgow has 7 seniors.
7 of them.
2 of them are not able to start. Jackson Poland and Trey Brown, of course, they normally do start. But they are sitting the starting lineup out here tonight. So Jagger Jones and Andrew Phillips can start. Coach James Willett going through some final instructions with his 5 starters out there near midcourt. Glasgow in their white uniforms with royal blue numerals and letters. Glasgow across the front of the jerseys with a Scottie Paul on each side of the shorts. Franklin-Simpson in royal blue jerseys with white numerals and letters with Franklin-Simpson across the front of the jersey. Connor Vincent to jump for Franklin-Simpson. John Carter Myers to handle those duties for Glasgow. Dog pound ready to go. Must be pajama night down there to our left.
Yeah, I believe it is.
And the tap going to be controlled by Jagger Jones for the Scotties. We are underway.
And looks like man-to-man by Franklin.
Here's Ashton Kowinski out on the right wing. Going to bring it up between the circles. She'll give it to Myers. Now Jones comes off the screen, dribbles to the elbow, throws it back out to Bowling. Sam with a dribble handoff here to Phillips. Left side to Myers. Now Serwinski, 3 in the left corner. Good for Ashton. He picks up where he left off 2 nights ago against Cumberland County.
Good way to start.
3-0 Scotties. 3 in the air, no good here for Jones. And the rebound taken by John Carter Myers. Now Andrew Phillips with it. Gives to Serwinski. Out to Myers. Is Bowling. To Serwinski at the top of the key. He'll fire up the 3. Oh. Boy, that thing went halfway down before it came out.
Boy, it rimmed around twice and then came out on it.
Sam Mylor got the rebound. Here's Vincent with it. He'll dribble down to the left baseline. The floater no good, but rebounded by Franklin. That's Gamble with it. He'll kick it back out to Holcomb, who will hit the little jumper. A 3-2 lead for the Scotties. 6:39 to go in the Big O Tires first quarter. Ashton Serwinski will give to Myers. Over to Phillips on the wing. Andrew brings it out front. Here's Bowling. He'll hand it off to Jones. Now Myers. Left side to Serwinski. Ashton will go cross court to Jones. Jagger gets a look for 3. Missed it. Myers with the offensive rebound, though. John Carter going to go up. Actually going to try to go up, but they tie him up. And now they're going to call it a traveling violation. Ooh, I don't know about that.
I don't either. He got held before he even...
I thought maybe they were going to call it.
He might have traveled, but they were holding him.
I thought they were maybe going to call a jump ball, but they called him for a travel instead. Here's Milo with it on the wing for Franklin. They look to take the lead here on this possession. Glasgow leads 3-2. 6:03 to go in the Big O Tires first quarter. Vincent with it out top. Feeds it right side to Myler. He'll drive down to the right baseline. Myers knocks the ball away from behind. Picked up by Jones on the steal.
Yeah, reached in from behind and just tipped it away.
Andrew Phillips will leave it with Jones. Jagger goes to the foul line. Gives to Serwinski now at the left wing. Back out front to Myers. Here's Serwinski again. To Phillips at the top of the key. Now slides off to the right side. Bowling will set a screen for Andrew. Dribbles down to the lane, goes to the basket, puts it high off the glass and in.
Nice move, Andrew. A little cross dribble. Got into the lane high off the board.
5 points, or 5-2 lead, I should say, for Glasgow. 5:20 to go in the first quarter. Vincent at the elbow. Going to throw it out to Jones. Now on the right side to Myler. Back out front to Jones. Here's a three. It is no good. The rebound picked up by Myers. John Carter has all three of Glasgow's rebounds.
I'm going to start calling him Oscar.
Bowling with it, top of the key. Dribbles down the left side of the paint, all the way to the basket, puts it up too strong off the backboard. Sawinski with the rebound, and he is going to be fouled, or tied up, they say. A jump ball. It'll go to Franklin-Simpson.
Oh, Sam made a great move, got in there. Had to use his left hand to put it up. Just put it up way too hard.
Jalen Briscoe, a 6'2 junior, checks in, averaging 13 points and team high 7 rebounds for Franklin. Gavin Dickerson, a 5'8 sophomore, checks in as well. He averages 2 points a game. Jackson Poland and Trey Brown will check in for the next stoppage for the Scotties. Vincent will put a three in the air from the left wing. Missed that one badly. Myers with another rebound for Glasgow. Here's Andrew Phillips. Splits defenders as he comes in front court. Flips it out for Sawinski. He'll give it back to Phillips.
Pretty good ball handling right there to get to a double team.
Now Bowling in the corner. Brings it up to the wing. Puts it out to Myers. Left side to Phillips. Andrew to Sawinski. And now Jagger Jones to Phillips. Takes it inside. Kicks it back out to Jones, but a bad pass going to go out of bounds. It'll be Franklin basketball.
And Jagger was going to have a good look at a three right there if that pass is on the money.
Trey Brown, 6-foot senior, averaging 3 points, 4 rebounds, checks in. Jackson Poland, 5'10 senior, checks in as well, averaging 15 points and 3 rebounds. He leads the team at 4 assists per game. Phillips and Jones check out. Here's a quick three in the corner, no good here by Dickerson for Franklin, rebounded by Poland. And Glasgow running ahead to Bowling. Sam going to the basket. He'll give it off to Sawinski. Ashton puts it up and in.
Nice. Little jump hook off the right side.
And the pass here by Dickerson going to be kicked out of bounds by John Carter Myers. Franklin put it in play from the baseline. 3:39 to go in the Big O Tires first quarter. Glasgow on top 7-2. Holcomb will be the inbounder. Bounces it into Briscoe in the corner. Going to take it into the paint. Now kicks cross court to Vincent. Off on the right side of Dickerson. Now Vincent gets it back between the circles. To Holcomb. Left corner. Three on the way for Jones is no good.
John Carter.
And rebounded by John Carter Myers. Here's Poland along the left baseline with a runner. Good.
Good.
3:15 to go in the first quarter. A timeout taken by Franklin-Simpson, 9-2 lead. We'll stay right here and tell you about our sponsors here for Glasgow basketball. They are South Central Bank, McDonald's of Glasgow, South Central Rural Telephone, the People's Bank, Don Franklin Auto, Colton Steakhouse, Monticello Bank, Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance Agent Joe Myers, Walbert Trucking, Big O Tires, Workout Anytime. Also brought to you by Full Circle Graphics and the Glasgow Electric Plant Board. Big shout out to those folks, businesses around the community for helping us to bring you Glasgow basketball on the air all season long here. Franklin has the basketball coming out of the timeout. Here's Dickerson with it. He'll give to Holcomb out near the timeline. Back over to Dickerson. Here's Vincent at the right elbow. The jumper, no good. And Myers with another rebound. How many does John Carter have so far, Bruce?
He's got all of them.
6 Glasgow rebounds. Poland going to kick it down inside to Bowling. Sam goes up in traffic. Looked like he got fouled. Nothing called. And Vincent comes away with the basketball. And James Willett, not a happy camper. He thought there was a foul there for sure. So Myers has 6 of Glasgow's 8 rebounds. Holcomb sends it out to Dickerson. He'll take it into the paint, and they're going to call a foul here on Jackson Poland as they got their feet tangled up. It'll be the first on Poland and the team's first as well.
Well, the Scotties have gone 2-3 zone here in this last couple trips down the floor.
Myler returns to the ball game for Franklin-Simpson. He will be the inbounder. Gets it in to Jones. Now to Dickerson. He'll dribble across the top of the key with it. Give it back to Jones. To Mahler on the wing. Brown out there guarding him in the zone. And now Mahler with a bad pass stolen by Bowling. Sam going to the basket. 1-on-2. Puts it up. No good, but he's fouled. Put that one on Gabe Jones. It'll be his first and the first team foul on Franklin.
Yeah, good anticipation on top of that zone by Sam. Stepped in the passing lane and got that one.
Bowling looking for his first points of the night. 70% foul shooter. First trip there in the ball game. Scottie's already leading 9-2. 2:20 left in the Big O Tires first quarter, and the first free throw good. Bowling's second free throw, good as well. Clay Pippen in for the Scotties. They will replace Ashton Czerwinski. And for Franklin-Simpson, Ishmael Holcomb re-enters the lineup. He replaced Dickerson. Jones will give to Holcomb. Up on the left side to Milo. Into Vincent. Good bounce pass on the interior there to Briscoe, and a foul going to be called here on the shot by Briscoe.
Brown, I think, but boy, I thought it. No, it wasn't either.
Clay Pippen, his first team second.
Well, I guess I was looking at Trey. I thought he had a good block on that ball.
So Jalen Briscoe, a 72% foul shooter at the line for two. Free throw good. With the loss of Andreas Miller, Briscoe is the leading scorer on the season now for Franklin. He averages 13 a game. Second one, no good, and Bowling will get the rebound. A 2-2-1 pressure this time from Franklin. Poland throws over the top of it to Brown. He'll give to Pippen at the free throw line. Now back to Poland. Jackson dribbled it off his foot, and a loose ball picked up by Jones for Franklin. Fourth Glasgow turnover. Vincent fakes a three in the corner, drives baseline, puts up the shot, and a foul here going to be called on Trey Brown. And it will be the first on Brown, the third team foul on the Scotties. And that will put Connor Vincent at the free throw line for two, 61% on the season. First one, good.
They shoot almost 70% from the free throw line as a team.
At last check, I'm sorry, Larry. At last check, Berrien County led Clinton County 42-33 at the end of the third quarter. Should get a final score on that one here before too long. Second free throw, good for Vincent. 11-5 lead for the Scotties. Bowling with it to the left elbow for Glasgow. Gets to Myers. Over to Pippen in the corner. Clay get it back out to Bowling, and now up front to Myers. Quickly back to Bowling. Sam takes it to the baseline. Pull-up jumper. Good.
Nice fall-away jumper, about 18 feet.
13-5 lead for the Scotties. Myler with it in the corner. Bounces to Jones down along the right baseline, and he'll miss the turnaround jumper. Rebound picked up by Pippen. Here's Poland with it. Gets a screen from Brown. Dribbles into the lane. Scoop shot. Good.
Nice. Got between two guys. Got to the rim and got the little scoop shot to go off the board.
Double-digit lead for the Scotties at 15-5. Briscoe throws cross-court to Jones. He'll dribble it out front. Scottie still on the 2-3 zone. Here's Briscoe at the elbow. Gets to Vincent. Out to Holcomb. He'll dribble in. Pull-up jumper good from 12. And a whistle. What do we have here? What happened?
They cut off, came across the line. Well, what happened was John Carter had it out of bounds and had the ball in his hands, and Sam was going out of bounds to throw the ball in, and John Carter threw it back to him, so that went over. That's over and back. Or not over and back, but he came over the line.
15-7, Glasgow leads it. 39 seconds to go in the Big O Tires first quarter. Inbounds pass, and a foul going to be called here on Jackson Poland. It'll be the second on Poland, the team's fourth. Jackson was going for the steal, but he ran right into Holcomb as he made the catch. Andrew Phillips will check in for Poland. .35 seconds to go in the first. Jones, Franklin will give to Briscoe. Over to Ishmael. Out front to Gamble, who's back in for the Wildcats. Ishmael now will bounce over to Vincent for a baseline jumper, no good from 16, and there's a loose ball underneath the bucket. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by Franklin-Simpson, Glasgow basketball.
Yeah, I think one of their players laying on the line with the ball in his hand.
Ashton Sawinski will inbound it for the Scotties, but first we'll see Sam Mahler return for Franklin, as will Gavin Dickerson. No pressure from Franklin as Ishmael is waiting on Phillips to come across midcourt. Gets to Brown.
Come on, they don't know how much time left.
2 seconds to go. Sawinski going to put up a jumper at the baseline, no good. And the score after one quarter play, 15-7. Glasgow on top of the Scotties, Glasgow on top of the Wildcats, I'm sorry. We're back after a 1-minute timeout here on WCLU and Willie Sports. Tally got quit. 15-7 lead for Glasgow over Franklin-Simpson as we get the second quarter underway, and Bruce has the first quarter stats.
For Franklin-Simpson, Joe, they had 2 turnovers, just 2 of 11 from the field, 18%, 0 of 5 shooting a 3, 3 of 4 at the line, 3 rebounds, 1 offensive board. Scotties had 5 turnovers. They're 6 of 11 for 55%, 1 of 3 shooting a 3, 2 of 2 at the line, 10 rebounds, 2 offensive boards.
Andrew Phillips, this is a shot for Glasgow, but it's put back in by Clay Pippen.
Boy, they let a lot of contact go on that play.
First to the night for Pippen, back to a double-digit lead for the Scotties at 17-7. Mahler will give to Dickerson in the left corner. He'll bring it out to Ishmael.
Glasgow's in their 2-3 zone.
Now back for a 3. No good here by Gamble, and put back up and in, though, by Dickerson.
Looks like they're coming with Franklin's coming 1-3-1 trap here about three-quarter court.
Christian Winskoski is in the game for the Scotties for the first time. He is a 5'7" junior, averages 4 points a game. Sawinski with it, trying to throw a cross-court pass stolen by Briscoe. He's going to go to the basket and lay it in.
Yeah, that's a pass not going to get through a lot of times, especially against the zone.
Holcomb guarding the basketball in the backcourt. Scotties will get it across to Pippen. Get to Phillips. Andrew will get it on the right side here to Winskoski out near midcourt. Back over to Phillips. Here's Brown to Winskoski. Christian takes a bump right there. Nothing called. My goodness. Here's Phillips. Good. Go to Winskoski. Into the right corner to Sawinski. He'll try a 3. Good.
A lot of contact under the basket, too.
20-11. Glasgow up by 9. Marion County boys have defeated Clinton County 63-49. The final there. Gamble going to kick it back out to Myler. He'll drive. A little Euro step. They're going to call a foul here on Clay Pippen, I believe. Yep, they'll get Pippen for his second and a team fifth. Myers and Bowling back into Glasgow. For Franklin, we'll see Vincent and Jones return. Pippen and Winskoski will check out for the Scotties. Myler will inbound it to Briscoe in the lane. He'll go up between defenders, miss it, got it back though, and put it back in. 5 points for Jalen Briscoe. 20-13, Glasgow by 7. 5:49 left in the Big O Tire second quarter. Andrew Phillips will give to Myers. Kicks it out to Bowling. Sam dribbles down to the baseline, had it knocked loose, picks it back up, gives to Phillips. Now to Myers at the elbow, off to Sawinski. A 3 from the right wing is no good, and the rebound chased down by Dickerson. Here's Jones with it in the corner for Franklin. Out to Dickerson for a 3, no good, and a whistle away from the basketball being called here on Franklin-Simpson underneath the basket. It'll go on Jalen Briscoe, his first, team second.
Twelve was a foul.
Okay, so the official comes back over and corrects it, says it's not Briscoe, it's Connor Vincent instead, so that'll be his first. 20-13, Glasgow on top, 5:20 to go in the first half. Bowling will dribble off to the left side. He'll kick it back out to Myers. Now Bowling going to drive baseline, gets to the low block, pull-up jumper, good.
So left-handed dribble off the baseline and pulled right up from that 10 and knocked it.
6 points for Sam. 9-point Glasgow lead. Dickerson gives to Jones. Now to Dickerson, back at the left elbow. Bowling knocks it away from him. The ball going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Dickerson. It'll be Glasgow basketball. Good defense that time by Sam Bowling.
He let a lot of contact go away on that play, too.
Ishmael Holcomb back into the ball game for the Wildcats. Also, O.J. Gamble returning for Franklin as well.
Yeah, they got this 1-3-1 try. I always hated to play against this 1-3-1.
Why is that?
They just try to fluster you and try to, you can't find a good place to get a good shot. There's somebody there all the time.
There's Brown down inside. Can't get it away. Sends it back out to Bowling. He'll fire it over to Myers on the left wing. Back out front to Phillips. Phillips goes off to the right side and he travels.
Yep.
7 Glasgow turnovers with 4:19 to go in the first half. Scotties lead it 22-13. Holcomb jogs the ball across midcourt. Angles off to the left side into the corner. He'll throw a pass all the way across the floor to Jones, who starts to drive baseline, but Myers cuts the drive off. Now gets it inside to Vincent in the post. He'll kick it off there to Briscoe. He'll lay it in.
That was a nice pass back behind him. Bounce pass back behind him.
Glasgow lead at 7, 22-15. Phillips will see his pass kicked by Briscoe, so Glasgow will put it in play from the sideline. Clay Pippin back into the ball game for the Scotties, replacing Brown, and Myler coming back in for Franklin. Myers with it out front. Bounce pass across the court to Phillips. Back over to Myers. John Carter floats it back over to Phillips. Now to Bowling, straight away. Sam dribbles to the right side of the lane, kicks it over to Serwinski for a 3. Good. 3 threes for Ashton Serwinski. That gives him 7 in the last 4 quarters. Going back to Tuesday's game, it's 25-15 Scotties. They match their largest lead of 10. Myler with it in the corner. Throws a skip pass over on the left side to Jones. Try to get it in the post to Briscoe, and Serwinski reached around him to foul him. It'll be the first on Serwinski, the team 6. Myler will inbound for the baseline. Comes into Briscoe as he cuts down the lane, and he's fouled on the shot.
Oh, that was all air there.
And that will go on Ashton Serwinski, his second back-to-back fouls here for Serwinski, the team's 7th. So Poland, Serwinski, and Pippin all now with 2 fouls for the Scotties, with still 3:07 to go in the first half. The free throw is good for Briscoe.
Well, they got on the line a lot, haven't they?
They are 1, 2, 3, 4 of 5 so far, Larry, at the free throw line as a team.
Like they shot more than that. What happened?
I have no idea. I'm going to take something away from somebody in the student section down there, I think. The officials are requesting they do so, which they did. Briscoe made his first free throw. Second one about to be put in the air. It's up, and it is no good. And Myers will grab another rebound for the Scotties, his 7th already. Phillips or Glasgow will flip it over to Myers. John Carter takes one dribble, bounce pass back over on the other side of the floor to Phillips. Andrews' pass is kicked. It'll be out of bounds for the Scotties again on the sideline. Phillips puts the ball in play to Pippin. Over to Winskoski in the right corner. Gives it back to Pippin. To Winskoski. 3 for Christian is no good. And the rebound picked up by Franklin. That's Gamble that got it. Jones fakes a three at the top of the key. Gives it up to Vincent. He'll put a three in the air. That's off the front of the iron, no good. And when Scottie gets the Glasgow rebound between two Franklin players.
Yeah, nice rebound.
Phillips throws it ahead to Pippen on the fast break. Pippen goes up, misses. Comes up too strong that time, and Vincent with a rebound for Franklin.
I think he thought he was going to get hit on that, and he put it up a little too hard.
And Vincent comes up hobbling a little bit after that rebound, and a foul going to be called here on Andrew Phillips. It'll be his first, team's 8. 1 and a bonus for the Wildcats. Briscoe at the line where he is 2 for 4. First one, no good, and the rebound off the miss goes to Pippen. 2:12 to go in the Big O Tires second quarter. 25-16, Glasgow in front. Scotties have led the whole way. Bowling down to the left baseline, kicks it across the court to Myers, who fakes the three. John Carter dribbles in, now throws it back out to Winskowski. Give it out front to Phillips. Andrew to the right elbow, back to Winskowski. Three in the corner, no good. Bowling with the rebound. Sam going to be fouled on the floor. Well, I thought the defender went right through Winskowski after he released that three. Quite honestly, I think Christian Winskowski should have been shooting 3 free throws.
That's right.
Ball out of bounds here to Scottie. Sam Bowling will put it in play. And Holcomb will check back into the ball game for the Wildcats. He'll replace Gamble. Bowling will inbound it to Phillips. Back to Bowling. Quick turnaround jumper at the foul line. Good.
Oh, he's got that turnaround jumper going tonight.
8 points for Sam. Scottie's up by 11, their largest lead, 27-16. 1:35 to go until halftime. Holcomb will bring it out to Jones. Over to Briscoe now on the wing. Back to Jones. Deep three for Jones straight away is short. And Myers out-jumps Briscoe for that one, and a foul going to be called on Briscoe here. Boy, 2 number 11s going up for that basketball, and they were both way up in the air, but Myers out-fought him for it, and the foul on Briscoe, his first, team third.
Yeah, and Briscoe caught a little bit of an elbow when he came down, too.
Bowling with it in front court. Going to pull for 3, no good. And the long rebound chased down by Myers. He'll save it in bounds to Phillips. Oh, no! They're going to call over and back violation here as the ball was thrown into back court. Phillips jumped and threw it while in midair, but they are going to rule that Andrew had already had a foot in the back court before he jumped and left his feet to save it back into the front court. So
I don't know about
back court violation called on Glasgow. It'll be Franklin ball.
Looks like a pretty good move to me. John Carter saved the ball in and threw it back as hard as he could. Looked like Andrew left front court with both feet to me.
Dickerson back in for Franklin. He's got it now on the right wing. They'll throw it out front to Holcomb. Over to Myler. Now Jones. Under a minute remaining here in the half. Briscoe in the paint. Throws it out to Jones, who fakes a three. Gets it up to Holcomb straight away. Over to Dickerson. The three from the right side. Good. First three of the night for the Wildcats. Pulls it back to within 8. 42 seconds left in the half. Myers across midcourt with it. Long bounce pass across the floor to Phillips. Andrew will give to Bowling. Sam takes it to the paint. Pull up from 10. No good this time. Briscoe with a rebound for Franklin. Briscoe down the near sideline with it. Goes out of a trap to Myler. Now Myler going to take it into the paint, and he traveled, I thought, but a foul going to be called first on the Scotties. And that will go on John Carter Myers, his first, team's 9th. Connor Vincent into the ball game for the Wildcats, replacing Briscoe, and Brown in for Glasgow, replacing Myers. And a new face in the game here for Franklin-Simpson. That'll be Cole Scherer. And he is going to replace Gabe Jones. Scherer is an 8th grader. I thought he looked awfully young. 5'9", 8th grader.
Well, he's only got one senior on this team, and he's not playing.
That's Miller, who's out with a season-ending injury. First free throw was good for Myler. Myler's second free throw, no good, and Trey Brown will get the Glasgow rebound. 27-20 Scotties, 14 seconds to go in the half. Glasgow, I'm sure, will be looking for the final shot of the half here. Bowling with it with 7 seconds.
Well, hurry up.
Long pass to the right corner to Winskoski. Out to Phillips. 2 seconds to go. Andrew will put up a long runner. It's no good. Vincent with a rebound, and that'll do it for the first half of play. Glasgow led throughout the first half. They're on top 27-20 over the Wildcats. Scottie so far this year 7-0 when leading at halftime. We'll come back in a moment, take a look at the halftime stats brought to you by the People's Bank. We're back after a 3-minute timeout here on WCLU and Willie Sports. Back here at Glasgow High School, just about ready to begin the third quarter as the Scotties lead Franklin-Simpson 27-20. Glasgow trying to get a win in their regular season finale here, which would put them one game over 500 if they're able to hang on and pull this thing out. Franklin will have the basketball when the third quarter begins. Again, the district tournament begins on Monday. We will be carrying each and every game of the district tournament. Whether Glasgow's playing or not, we're going to carry them all. We'll do the same thing for the region tournament down at Diddle Arena at Western. We'll have every game of the girls and boys region tournaments as well. So Franklin will put the ball in play here to get us going in the third. Again, Glasgow on top 27-20.
Looks like Scotty's to open it up in that 2-3.
Motter going to feed it in the post here to Briscoe. He'll split defenders, lay it up and in.
Yeah, that was too easy. Got in the middle, put it on the floor one time, and laid it in.
10 points for him. Franklin within 5. Scotty's led by as many as 11 in that first half. Sam Bowling with it. We'll give to Myers.
Looks like Franklin's come out in a man-to-man.
Here's Serwinski. Out front to Brown. Poland will go get the basketball from him. Jackson going to put a 3 in the air. It's no good. Myers with his 9th rebound of the night. Dribbles it out in the right corner. Throws it off to Serwinski. Ashton for 3. No good here. And Briscoe had the rebound. Myers knocks it away from him. It'll go to Franklin-Simpson.
You know, we got to have some of those to drop here this second half.
$7:09 to go in the Big O Tires third quarter. 27-22 Glasgow. Mahler with a baseline drive. He'll send it out to Vincent. 3 on the way, and it's good. So 5-0 start to the half. And Franklin is back to within 2. Been a long time since they were this close. Here's Bowling with it on the wing. Again, Franklin has never led in this contest. Bowling, give to Poland. Now to Myers, straight away to Bowling. Sam dribbles down the left side of the paint, kicks it out to Serwinski. 3 in the left corner for Ashton, no good. Brown with the offensive rebound. Trey going to go back up, missed it. And the ball out of bounds off of Franklin-Simpson on the rebound attempt. It'll be Glasgow basketball.
Well, Trey got a little contact there on that shot.
Coach Willett certainly thought so here on the Glasgow sideline. Poland will put it in play to Myers. Out to Serwinski. Now back to Poland. In the corner. Goes it out front to Serwinski. Over to Bowling. Sam calls out the sit. Brown will set a screen. Bowling goes opposite direction. Kicks it in the right corner to Poland. Jackson fakes the 3. Now step back. 3 in the air. No good. And the rebound to Briscoe for the Wildcats. A chance to tie or take the lead here for Franklin. Gives to Holcomb. Off to Vincent. He'll take it inside, throw it out to Mahler for 3. It's no good. And Serwinski had the position to get the rebound for the Scotties. Gives to Poland. Jackson racing down the floor with it all the way to the basket. Pull-up jumper from 8 feet is no good. And the ball out of bounds on the rebound off of the Scotties.
Got a lid on it right now.
Glasgow scoreless through the first 2.5 minutes of this third quarter.
Somebody needs to break the ice.
Been outscored 5-0 to start the period. Jones just got away with the travel right there. Here's Myler. Dribbles in, throws it off to Holcomb for a baseline jumper that's no good. Myers with the Glasgow. Actually, it ends up with Serwinski. Myers had it, lost it, and Ashton ended up with the basketball. Here's Poland into the lane. Kicks it out to Bowling. 3 in the left corner for Sam is in and out. Brown has the rebound. Are they going to get him for going over the back, or are they going to get somebody from backing up underneath him? Let's see what they call here. They'll get Brown for going over the back. It'll be his second, team's first of the half. Scotties are now a full 3 minutes into this third quarter with no points on the board. They lead it, though, 27-25. Jones tried to go to Briscoe, knocked away by Bowling. Stolen by Poland. Jackson had it knocked loose and stolen by Holcomb. Holcomb will drive inside, kicks it out now to Vincent for a three. It's good, and Franklin has its first lead of the day. It's an 8-0 start to the third quarter, and they lead Glasgow 28-27 with 4:39 to go in the Big O Tires third quarter. A timeout for Glasgow. It's a full timeout. We're back after a 1-minute break on WCLU and Willie Sports.
Valentine.
It's an 8-0 start to the half for Franklin, but if you go back to the end of the second quarter, it's a 12-0 run right now for the Wildcats. They have their first lead of the night at 28-27. Glasgow with the basketball. 4:26 to go in the third quarter. Serwinski with it. We'll give to Myers.
They're going back zone now.
Back to Serwinski. A three in the corner. Good. Fourth three of the game for Ashton Serwinski. 8 of them now in the last 2 ball games. Vincent going to dribble in. Goes up with a shot off the backboard. He got it. Vincent looked like he might have taken an extra step right there when he tried to come to a jump stop, but I didn't think the feet came down simultaneously myself. Here's Myers with it. Goes right side to Bowling. Sam dribbles in. Good shot fake, but then had it stripped as he went up to the shot. Bowling able to get it right back. Going to go up with it in the lane. No good. And Holcomb with a rebound for Franklin-Simpson. We'll have a chance to go back in front here. We're tied at 30, 3:40 to go in the Big O Tires third quarter. Vincent goes left side to Myler. He'll drive baseline, get inside. That's a definite walk. It did not get called. Going to kick it out to Briscoe for a three. No good. And rebounded by Brown.
You got 3 guys watching that, and they didn't call it a travel.
Now Poland with it. Off on the right side to Bowling. Sam kicks cross court to Serwinski. He'll try another three. That one no good. Myers with a rebound, and he was fouled. So that will be the 10th rebound of the night for John Carter. Briscoe getting the foul, his second, team's first of the half. Pippin back in for the Scotties, who replace Trey Brown. And for Franklin-Simpson, we'll see Gamble and Dickerson check into the lineup. 5th time this year that John Carter Myers has gotten double-digit rebounds. 3 in a row, as a matter of fact. And now Sam Bowling will hit a turnaround jumper at the elbow to put Glasgow up 32-30. So 3 consecutive games that Myers has gotten double-digit rebounds. 10 against Allen County Scottsville Saturday, 13 Tuesday against Cumberland, and 10 so far here tonight against the Wildcats of Franklin-Simpson. 2:56 to go in the third. 32-30 Glasgow. Vincent with it left corner. Gets it out to Dickerson. Feeds it off on the right side to Myler. Now to Vincent. Jumper outside the right elbow. In and out. And Bowling, Pippin, gets the rebound for Glasgow. He gets it ahead to Bowling. Sam will dribble in front court. Leads it with Poland. Underneath to Serwinski. Ashton lets the defender go by and then got fouled. And it should go on Gavin Dickerson, I believe. His first, team second. And it does go on Dickerson. Foul was called on the floor, so it'll be Glasgow ball out of bounds on the baseline. Winskowski will check in for Glasgow. Christian going to replace John Carter Myers. Bowling puts it in play to Poland. Jackson dribbles in. Goes left side to Serwinski for three, and he got it. 5 threes on the night for Ashton Serwinski. Glasgow back up by 5, 35-30. Mahler with it on the wing. A 3 in the corner for Dickerson is an air ball, and Vincent tried to get the rebound and lost it out of bounds.
I don't know what he's looking at. He cut right inside to Sam and knocked it out of bounds. He turned around and held his hands up. What'd I do?
2:05 left in the third quarter. 35-30 Glasgow. Winskowski in the corner for the Scotties. No look pass left side to Poland. He'll bounce it off underneath the Pippin. Out to Winskowski. 3 in the corner. Good.
That was set up perfectly. Moved the ball inside out, and he was there waiting for the shot.
The 6th 3 of the night for Glasgow. The first one made by someone other than Ashton Serwinski. Glasgow back up by 8, 38-30. 8-0 run here for the Scotties. Mahler with it. We'll give to Vincent. Now Jones bounces back to Vincent. Left side to Dickerson. Out to Jones. Here's Vincent at the free throw line. Goes to Dickerson. He'll throw it out to Jones for a three from the wing. It's good. First points of the night for Gabe Jones, and a timeout taken for Franklin-Simpson. 1:14 to go in the third quarter. It's a full timeout. Glasgow leads 38-33. We're back after a 1-minute break on WCLU and Willie Sports. 1:14 to go in the Big O Tires third quarter here at Scottie Gym on senior night. Glasgow trying to win its regular season finale. They lead Franklin-Simpson 38-33. Scotties will have the basketball. Jackson Poland.
Man-to-man now by Franklin. They come out of the 1-3-1.
Here's Bowling. Left side to Serwinski. Back to Bowling. Sam dribbles into the lane, and a foul called here. And that will go on Dickerson, the second on him, the third team foul on Franklin. And we'll get 2 free throws. Sam has attempted the only 2 free throws of the game for the Scotties. He made them both, but he misses the first here. Andrew Phillips in for Glasgow. Poland will go out with 56 seconds remaining in the third. Second free throw, good. So 11 points now for Bowling. Puts Glasgow up by 6 at 39-33. Bowling will come out of the ball game, be replaced by Trey Brown. Jones will walk it across the midcourt stripe for Franklin. Gives to Myler. In the corner to Dickerson. Out to Vincent. Left side to Briscoe for 3. Good.
Yeah, they're starting to heat up a little bit.
4 threes in the third quarter alone. 5 for the ball game for the Wildcats. 39-36. Glasgow on top. 27 seconds to play. Andrew Phillips going to try a 3. That's short. And Briscoe with a Franklin rebound. He's running. Briscoe looking to go all the way. He'll put it up and in.
That's not good.
Now 1 point Glasgow lead. 39-38. Pippen will give it ahead to Serwinski. Ashton for 3. Good. Boy, Ashton Serwinski on fire. 42-38. Scotty, 2 seconds to go. Briscoe for 3. That's no good. That's Jones, I'm sorry, that missed the 3. And we'll end the third quarter with Glasgow holding a 42-38 lead over the Wildcats. We're back for the final 8 minutes after this 1 minute break on WCLU and Willie Sports.
Go back and catch up TV and restart current TV from the beginning. Even works on your smartphone and tablets. So good news, SCRTC Fiber customers. You can start some super easy streaming TV by calling today.
Back here at Glasgow High School, through 3 quarters of play, Glasgow holds a 42-38 lead over the Franklin-Simpson Wildcats here in boys action. Scottie basketball coming out of the quarter break here. Jackson Poland gets a step on Holcomb, but misses the fall-away shot down on the baseline, and the rebound taken by Briscoe. Dickerson with it, left wing. Gives to Vincent, straight away. He'll drive out of the paint, back out to Dickerson for a 3. No good. Brown with the rebound for the Scotties.
Well, they go inside out. They're shooting the three-pointers a lot better now, but they missed that one.
Made 4 threes in the third quarter, did Franklin. Here's Serwinski with it. Scotty's answered with 4 threes, though. 3 of those coming from Serwinski.
Ashton.
3 for Ginn. Serwinski is no good here, and the rebound to Vincent. And now Bowling able to knock the pass away out of bounds. A lot of the Scottie fans are very unhappy that the foul was not called when Ashton Serwinski shot that 3.
Well, he shot it and went to the ground, and the guy's laying on top of him.
James Willett also wondering why a foul was not called right there. Holcomb with it. Out in the jump circle. Gives it up to Gamble. Over to Myler. Back out front to Gamble. Scotty's up by 4. 6:45 to play. Gamble going to try a 3. Missed it badly. Myers with a rebound. Here's Sam Bowling. Scotty's in transition. Sam going to the basket. He's going to be fouled before the shot on the floor. And that will go on O.J. Gamble, his first, team's fourth. Bowling to inbound it from the baseline. Bowling inbounds to Myers. Now to Sherwinski. He'll give the pass up back to Bowling. Now Poland will take it. Jackson dribbles into the lane. Kicks left side to Brown. Trey Brown going to try a three. No good.
You don't see that very often.
Rebounded by Gamble, and a foul called on the Scotties. John Carter Myers on the rebound. His second, team second as well.
He had a lot of ball.
This is the second three that Trey Brown has attempted all year. I knew it hadn't been many.
I must have missed that game.
Franklin basketball. Here's Vincent with it. To Holcomb, now to Jones. They'll try to feed it inside to Briscoe, but Myers comes from behind to knock the ball away, and then a great play to save it in bounds by John Carter.
Great steal.
Poland going the other direction. Jackson to the basket, puts up the shot, no good, but a foul. And that will go on Sam Myler, his first, team's fifth. 2 free throws for Poland.
All right, they knocked these free throws down.
4 points tonight for Jackson. 76% free throw shooter, which is best on the team. First of 2 in the air, good. 43-38 Glasgow. 6:04 to go in the Big O Tires fourth quarter. Second toss up. That one's good as well. Jones with it for the Wildcats. Guarded by Bowling. He's in 2-3 zone here. Now Holcomb off on the right side to Jones. And a foul called on Sherwinski as he reached in on the pass attempt here. That'll be the third on Sherwinski and the team's third of the half.
Yeah, we don't need to lose anybody for foul trouble. Just play straight up defense. Don't gamble too much.
Ashton, the first Glasgow player to get 3 fouls. Myler will inbound it from the baseline. Gets it into Jones. He throws it out front to Holcomb. Left side to Vincent. He'll dribble in, pull up from 12. No good. And the rebound in the hands of Brown for the Scotties.
Yeah, Sam Bowling tipped that ball over to him.
Bowling with it on the right wing. We go left side to Myers. Briscoe gets the steal, though. Briscoe going to take it to the bucket. He'll put it up. No good. Bowling with a rebound for Glasgow. Bowling racing into the front court. Gets to Sherwinski as he goes to the basket. Little turnaround shot. Good. Little turnaround jump hook that time by Sherwinski. And he has 22 points tonight, including those 6 threes that he has made. 46-38. Glasgow leads it. 5 minutes to go. Briscoe drives right baseline, and a foul called on Myers. And Coach Willett not happy with that call.
John Carter had good defensive position on the baseline, and it looked like he just lost the offensive guy just lost the ball.
Third on Myers, the team's fourth. Myler takes the inbounds pass. Gets a screen from Vincent. He'll dribble in. Now kicks it over to Jones for a 3 in the right corner. That's short. And the rebound to Poland. Jackson going to be fouled as he crossed midcourt, I believe, by Jones. But let's make sure. It will be Gabe Jones, his second, team 6.
Yeah, a good hustle by Jackson to get that basketball. And when he gets it in his hand, he goes.
46-38, Glasgow leads, 4:49 to play. Poland will bring it in front court and give to Bowling. Off to Sherwinski, on the left wing to Poland. Now Brown with it between the circle.
Franklin's gone man.
Here's Poland. Jackson dribbles into the lane, throws it to the right corner to Bowling. Sam goes baseline, pull up jumper, rims around, and finally falls. Well, that thing spun around 2 or 3 times before it finally fell down.
And Trey got a hand in that net, too. They didn't see it.
13 points for Bowling. Here's Myler with it. Gets to Briscoe at the top of the circle. Now to Jones. Glasgow up by double digits, 48-38. Their largest lead has been 11. Briscoe in the lane. Drops it, regains control, goes up with a shot. No good, but a foul called.
Ashton.
And John Carter Myers picked up his 4th, the team's 5th.
3rd.
This is 3rd.
They've got 2.
Well, I must have marked one on the wrong person then. Let's look in the official scorebook there, Larry. Let's see what Larry can figure out.
Well, with bifocals, you got to get close.
Gotcha. No problem. Briscoe at the free throw line. First one, no good. The first one is good, I'm sorry. We got it. He got it. Myers does have 4.
That's what he's got.
That's what I've got, too. I thought he had 4.
Yeah, they've got it on the board now, 4.
Free throw for Briscoe good, so he made them both.
Full court pressure now, 2-2-1. And
a steal. Vincent gets it. Here's the 3. Good for Briscoe.
Wow.
And a timeout going to be taken here by the Scotties with 3:42 to go in the ball game. It's a 5-0 run for Franklin-Simpson. Glasgow still leads by 5, 48-43. We're back after a 30-second break on WCLU and Willie Sports.
This is Desiree Davis, Assistant Vice President with the People's Bank. I am proud to work for a bank that offers
48-43, Glasgow up by 5, 3:42 to go in the ball game. Scotties have 3 timeouts left. Franklin-Simpson also with 3 timeouts remaining as we head down the stretch here. Glasgow basketball. Franklin will apply some full court pressure. Poland will give to Bowling. Back to Poland. They'll lob it in front court to Brown. And Poland will get it back over to Bowling. There's Poland. Franklin trying to trap out of the half court here.
Yep, they've gone. It's not the 1-3-1. It's a 2-3, but they're trying to trap.
Serwinski out to Poland. Over to Bowling. Scotties just have the floor spread right here, waiting to get a good shot. Now Bowling with it. Over to Poland on the left side of the floor. Scotties calling a new play. Here's Serwinski with it on the wing. Ashton will give it up top to Pippen. Off on the right side to Poland. Now front to Serwinski. Now Poland again.
I thought he was going to pull the trigger.
Well, as hot as Ashton's been, who could blame him? But that would have been about a 22-footer. Now Poland going to dribble in. Kicks it out to Bowling. Sam takes it down the left side of the paint. Puts it up and no good. Briscoe with a rebound for the Wildcats.
Boy, it was a great move. A layup. I mean, it just rolled off the tip of the rim.
Myler goes left side, but first we get a foul called here as Brown and Myler got tangled up. And this will go on Trey Brown, I believe. That'll be the 3rd on Brown, the team 6. So the ball out of bounds to Franklin on the baseline. Each team in the bonus the rest of the way now. Vincent down to the post with a jump hook, no good. Vincent got it back, goes back up, blocked by Serwinski, and the ball out of bounds off of the Scotties, though, so Franklin will get another chance.
Boy, that's a nice block by Ashton. I thought he had a wide open layup, and he came from the backside and got it.
Jones to put it in play. Gets it to Myler in the left corner. Myler weaving his way through traffic, but then Poland knocks the ball away, but it'll go out of bounds. So Franklin again will put it in play from the sideline this time. 2:15 to go, 48-43. Scotty's trying to hang on to get this one here. Glasgow has led almost the entire ball game. Franklin's led briefly just a couple times.
Once.
Just once? Mm-hmm. Here's Briscoe down inside. He'll put it up and in.
Yeah, that was too easy. Just got it inside. He made a move and right to left.
Briscoe with 22 points in the ball game, and a steal on the inbounds by Jones. Goes to the basket, puts it up in, but he charged. Wave it off. Jackson Poland took the contact.
We got lucky there.
Jones with his 3rd, the team's 7th. Bowling will give to Poland. He'll float it ahead to Bowling. Sam going to get in the front court. Gets inside with it, now circles back out with the basketball and gets to Poland. Back up to Bowling, 1:40 to play. Bowling into the lane, dumps it off to Pippen, and we're going to get a foul called before what would have been a wide-open layup to Clay Pippen. Kind of tough luck there for the Scotties.
That's a bad time to call there.
Ishmael Holcomb will pick up his first, the team's 8th. So instead of layup by Pippen, it'll be 1 in the bonus for Sam Bowling. Sam has made 3 of his 4 free throws tonight. He has 13 points. Front end is good. Sam came into the game shooting 70% from three-point range. From the free throw line, not from three-point range. Second free throw, also good. And a timeout for the Scotties. 1:38 to go, 50-45. Glasgow on top of Franklin-Simpson. It's a 30-second timeout, so we're back after a 30-second break here on WCLU and Willie Sports. 1:38 to go here at Scottie Gym on senior night. 50-45, Glasgow leading Franklin-Simpson. Lady Scotties fell earlier tonight by a final score of 53-31. Franklin basketball.
Scotties in the 3-2 zone.
Myler, we're going to give it off into the corner. Now they'll flip it on the right side to Holcomb. Here's Jones for 3, no good. Rebounded by Briscoe for Franklin. He's fouled. And that is going to go on Ashton Sherwinski, and that'll be his 4th. Team 7th. So now both Sherwinski and Myers with 4 fouls. Jalen Briscoe at the free throw line, shooting 72% on the season. First one good. 23 points tonight for Briscoe. He's now 5 of 8 from the charity stripe. Trying to make it a 3-point ball game if he knocks this one in, which he does. Scotties lead it 50-47, 1:20 to go. And Scotties nearly threw it away right there, but Sherwinski able to get the loose basketball. Now Bowling going to drive in, and a blocking foul going to be called here.
Oh, we got lucky there, too.
Briscoe, that'll be his 3rd, team's 9th. I just don't think there was much contact there, Larry. I think they basically called it because it was a flop.
Sam's arm came out, too, though.
It did a little bit. Yeah, you're right, but, I mean, I don't know. I'm okay with that.
Well, I'm okay with it. I just said we got lucky. But they didn't.
Bowling's free throw good.
We got lucky that the referee didn't see it the other way.
I got you. Trey Brown back in for Glasgow replacing Sherwinski. Bowling's second free throw, also good.
All right, Sam. 113.
52-47, Glasgow up.
Make them earn it. Don't put them on the free throw line.
Myler with it on the wing. Underneath in the post to Briscoe. He'll go up and draw the foul on Trey Brown. It'll be the 4th on Brown. So now 3 Glasgow players with 4 fouls each. Myers, Sherwinski, and Brown.
That's an okay foul, though, right there. He had a wide open layup.
Jalen Briscoe will go to the line where he has made 4 in a row. Free throw, good. Sherwinski returns for Glasgow. Brown will exit. Briscoe again trying to make it a 1-possession ball game if he knocks this one in with 1:03 remaining. It's up, it's short. And the long rebound going to go out of bounds off of John Carter Myers. It'll be Franklin basketball.
The referees had to look at each other to call that one.
It was a kick long to the right sideline off the rim, and John Carter was battling with a Franklin player to go get it, and John Carter the last to touch it. A timeout taken here.
30.
We'll just stay right here. It's a 30-second timeout taken by Franklin-Simpson. They'll have 2 timeouts left, as will the Scotties. There is exactly 1 minute remaining in the ball game. Glasgow leads 52-48. Franklin's going to have the basketball coming out of this timeout. If Glasgow hangs on and wins this game, they will end the regular season one game over 500 at 13-12.
Give you a lot of confidence going in next week, too.
Glasgow, after this one, will not play again until they take on Allen County Scottsville next Wednesday in the semifinals of the boys' 15th district tournament here at Scottie Gym. So here we go. 1 minute remaining. Franklin has the basketball. Here's Myler on the wing. Kicks it right side to Jones in the corner for three, and the tie. It's good. They're not sorry. They're down by one still. My fault. My bad.
Oh.
Here's Bowling with it. Kicks right side to Sawinski. Ashton will give it back out to Bowling. Here's Poland. Now Bowling. Back to Poland. And a timeout taken by the Scotties with 34 seconds to go. So Franklin gets that three to make it a one-point ball game. 52-51 Scotties. 34 seconds to go. It's a full timeout, so we'll take the break as well. Back after we'll take a 30-second timeout. 30-second timeout here on WCLU and Willie Sports.
Served with 2 side items, delicious rolls and honey, plus endless peanuts. Get your sirloin and seafood fix at the same time. Only at Colton's Steakhouse and Grill in Glasgow, Campbellsville, Radcliffe, and Bardstown. We know what's at stake. Sirloin and shrimp, too.
Joe Myers with Larry Alexander and Bruce Tribune back here with you, Glasgow High School. This one coming right down to the wire. It's a one-point ball game, 52-51. Glasgow on top of Franklin-Simpson. Scotties will have the basketball with 34.3 to go.
Yeah, got to take it outside court right here in front of us. Got to get the ball in bounds. Number one.
Scotties do have one timeout left. Franklin-Simpson has 2.
It looks like they're putting a lot of pressure, though.
Myers will be the inbounder. Gets it in to Poland. He'll float it back into the front court to Myers.
Find the trap.
Left side to Bowling. Back to Poland. On the right side to Myers. John Carter going to be fouled here with 25.5 to go. And the foul going on Sam Myler, his second, team's 10th. So John Carter will have 2 free throws.
Well, need these 2.
Myers has had a great night rebounding the basketball. He's got 11 of those, but he has not attempted a shot from the foul line or the field, and the first free throw good.
Well, this one makes it a one-possession game for a three-pointer right here. It needs this one.
Second one up. Rolls in. Yeah. 2 big ones there for John Carter Myers. And that makes it a 3-point ball game. I'll get it straight in a minute. 54-51 Glasgow with 25.5 to go. And a timeout taken by Glasgow, and that is their final timeout. We're back after a 1-minute break on WCLU and Willie Sports.
5 seconds to go. They've got time to do that. They've got time to go to the basket, try to get fouled, make the layup, make a shot, and call the timeout. And then put us back on the line again.
Myler will put the ball in play to Holcomb. They'll bring it across. Just to Myler.
Glasgow switched from zone to man.
Here's Jones with it. Now gets to Vincent. Back to Jones for 3 in the tie. No good, but a foul called on John Carter Myers on the 3-point shot. And that's it for John Carter. His 5th, the team's 9th.
We couldn't see it all because it was way down on the Franklin-Simpson's end of the bench down there. We can't see down that way.
Myers fouls out of the ballgame, replaced by Trey Brown. Christian Winskoski going to check in, actually, instead of Brown.
Well, that's for foul shooting purposes, I'm sure.
So, Gabe Jones at the free throw line, 69% shooter on the season. He has not attempted one yet tonight. He needs all 3 to tie the ball game. First one is no good.
All right, well, that makes it nice. So still got 12.8 seconds to go, so he probably wants to hit both of them and then put us on the line.
second free throw, no good either.
I don't think he'll try. He may try to miss this one.
Jones sends the third one up. Got that one.
Got that one.
And now Franklin will burn a timeout. It's a full timeout, but again, we'll just take a 30. 12.8 seconds to go in regulation. Can the Scotties hang on? They lead at 54-52 over Franklin-Simpson. We are back after a 30-second break on WCLU and Willie Sports.
9-3.
Glasgow 54. Franklin-Simpson 52. With 12.8 seconds to go in the ball game. Larry, Glasgow's going to have the basketball. Obviously, if Franklin does not get a steal off the inbound, you would think they'd foul immediately.
Yeah, gotta have all their free throw shooters in the game right now. I think it's going to be the same bunch that left the floor a minute ago.
It's Pippen, Winskowski, Serwinski, Bowling, and Poland on the floor for the Scotties.
All of them are capable of hitting free throws. You just got to get this thing in bounds.
Poland will be the inbounder.
Full court man-to-man, and they're double-teaming Sam.
Comes in, actually, to Bowling, who stepped out of bounds. He gives it back to Poland. Now Jackson will come across. Sam stepped out of bounds before Jackson made the pass, so Jackson just threw it to him while he was out of bounds, and that allowed Poland to come in bounds, and Sam got it back to him very quickly. So Poland will go to the free throw line as he is fouled. Mahler gets his third. Poland's first free throw, good. This is exactly who the Scotties want at the foul line. He is their best free throw shooter at 76%. Got 7 points now. Trey Brown checks in for Glasgow, replacing Winskowski. 8.6 seconds to go, and now Franklin-Simpson will use its final timeout. Glasgow up 55-52 with one more free throw coming for Jackson Poland on the other side of this 30-second break here on WCLU and Willie Sports. 8.6 seconds remain. Neither team has any timeouts left now. Glasgow leads 55-52 over Franklin-Simpson. Jackson Poland will have one more free throw for the Scotties to make this a two-possession lead.
Yeah, if he hits this one, you don't want to foul for sure. You want to put some pressure on them, make them throw the ball in your arm or roll it in, and get halfway up the court before the clock starts. So you put a little pressure on them, and just don't foul when they shoot.
Scotties do not have anybody on the free throw lane except for the shooter, Jackson Poland.
Or if it gets late in the clock, you could put them on the line as long as they're not shooting.
Free throw for Jackson, no good, so it's a one-possession ball game. Oh, rebounded by Vincent. 5 seconds to go. He'll give to Holcomb, and a foul called before the shot was put up. And this will go on 2 for Glasgow. It'll be Jackson Poland with his third, team's 10th, so that will not allow Franklin to take the potential game-tying 3. It will send Ismail Holcomb to the free throw line for 2 shots. It's the third consecutive game where the Scotties have had it come down to this, and they have chosen to foul each of the first 2 times. It's worked out. Hopefully it'll work out again today. Free throw, no good. Rebounded by Serwinski, but he has 2 free throws because they are in the double bonus. So now Holcomb, you would think, has to try to miss this one. With 2.5 remaining. I don't know. You're down by 3. What do you do here, Larry? Do you try to make it, or do you down by 3? You don't have all the time to throw it back out to make a 3. The free throw is no good. And it's going to be rebounded by Jones. He'll throw up a desperation 3. No good. And the Scotties will hang on to win. Glasgow wins its 4th straight ball game as they will end up with a 55-52 victory over the Wildcats. Scotties will go to 1 game over 500 to end the regular season at 13-12. Franklin-Simpson will drop to 16-8 as they head into the postseason. Glasgow next up will face Allen County Scottsville on Wednesday here at home in the opening round of the 15th District Basketball Tournament. We'll come back in a moment on the Don Franklin Auto postgame wrap-up and look at the final stats. We'll talk with head coach James Willett, and we'll name our Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance Scottie Player of the Game. Glasgow down Franklin-Simpson 55-52 here in the regular season finale. We're back after a 3-minute timeout on WCLU and Willie Sports.